But arguably, like, the real fans of The View that are like, oh, these ladies are on point. Most of those people can't leave the house. Like, they're probably immobile.
Right.
But life is random. The only word to describe it when a big game hunter gets trampled by an elephant and then eaten by lions is hilarious.
Picture this. Bill Maher and Joe Rogan, two masters of sarcasm, join forces to take on Sunny Hostin. The result? Absolute chaos. We're talking truth bombs, savage burns, and awkward silences thick enough to make your grandma wince. When two comedians with zero chill go toe-to-toe with the queen of daytime righteousness, it's hilariously uncomfortable. Brace yourself, this roast is a train wreck you won't be able to look away from.
First segment, you used the term woke, and you said that woke is what was sort of ruining everything. And I know that you're...
No, I didn't say ruining everything. I said that's why Trump could get reelected.
That's why Trump could get reelected. So the term woke has been, in my view, co-opted by the right and weaponized and bastardized. And so I was surprised to hear you use the term because historically, as you know, because I think you're quite brilliant, that woke is a word used by the Black community to note that we must be aware of social injustices.
But words
and
migrate.
So why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, and originally that was absolutely a great thing. Alert to injustice, who's not for that? But words do migrate.
Maher and Rogan, men who've built empires on saying what others won't, decide it's time to light up The View's Sunny Hostin. This isn't a cozy panel discussion with polite disagreements. This is a verbal demolition derby. The gloves are off, and Sunny's about to find out what it's like when two professional provocateurs crash her echo chamber.
I saw you on The View.
Yeah, so that's been overwhelming my past couple days. So I just went in there, did my thing. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know who Sunny Hostin was. I actually still really don't know. So I wasn't expecting necessarily for her to kind of try to ambush me in that way and attack my character in that way.
Well, it is the show that people love to hate.
Yes, that's true.
They get so much hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean,
yeah.
it is a rabies-infested henhouse.
Maher and Rogan aren't here to play nice. They're a comedic WWE tag team with mix instead of chairs. Maher brings the cold, calculated jabs, slicing through liberal platitudes like a surgeon. Rogan, he's the wrecking ball. No finesse, just full-blown charges into hypocrisy with wild energy. Together, they bulldoze through Sunny's bubble of progressive sanctimony like it's made of wet paper.
Now, I'll use any term you want, because maybe that is a word that's triggering, and so let's not use that word. I don't know, want to call it the super far left, but don't tell me the left
had... Maybe the super far right.
He's talking about the left. Well, then
okay, but we talked about that. I mean, I think we agree about the danger of the super far right, and I can't say it enough. I think they're the bigger threat. But don't tell me that the left hasn't changed.
You can feel the tension build as the punchlines fly. Maher and Rogan cut through Sunny's high ground like it's butter under a blowtorch. This isn't debate, it's a roast. So brutal, even Sunny's fans might start looking away. Maher enters like a veteran boxer, measured, calm, and deadly with a single line. No shouting, no flailing, just surgical dismantling.
I get it. I also hate Joy Behar. So I don't love you, but I also hate that squawking bird. So I hate the whole thing. And frankly, that show, you want to talk about a show that set women back, is The View. You want to talk about that show. If the CIA is engineering, Antifa and fucking the Capitol riot, some crazy misogynist engineered The View, because there's nothing worse than The View. In terms of there are so many brilliant women out there. None of them are on The View. None of them have gone near the set of The View.
Maher's style is a scalpel dipped in sarcasm. He's not interested in punching down, he's here to skewer the liberal light. And Sunny? She's the perfect target. Maher doesn't charge in, he lays back, takes a sip, and casually drops fact bombs that leave scorch marks. His tongue is velvet-wrapped steel, and his first strike, cancel culture and identity politics, two pillars of Sunny's playbook, now turned against her.
It's a very strange show, but it's fun to watch. It's just fun to watch them.
It's good entertainment.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
Well, they're just, it's interesting, because I think Sunny is very intelligent, but she's ideologically captured.
Right.
That's sort of, I think The other ones, there's a couple of the other ones don't have to name any names. They're just very dull-minded. But I think Sunny's not one of them. I think she's smart but captured.
Sure, I think she came into it with an agenda.
Of course.
You know,
they do everything with an agenda.
His jabs sting polite on the surface, but dripping with intellectual contempt. If facts were currency, Maher quips, Sunny would be bankrupt. The audience howls while Sunny squirms, and Maher's just warming up. He mocks her self-righteousness like a teacher correcting a smug student. You say the quiet part out loud and think it makes you enlightened. It's adorable, really. The insult lands soft, but cuts deep because it's true.
It's called The View.
It's called The View. It's not called The Facts.
Yeah, but
It's
isn't it interesting that it's called, I mean, I don't think they meant this when Barbara Walters invented it a long time ago, but it's The View.
well,
That's the problem in America.
But there's
There is
clearly-
one view,
Right, and
one
that's clearly
true opinion, and everybody else can go sit in the corner.
that's correct. I think that's not actually.
By now, even the audience feels the shift. This isn't a panel, it's a masterclass in humiliation. Maher drops his elegant bombs, then hands the mic to Rogan the human sledgehammer. Rogan doesn't need polish. He brings chaos, confrontation, and brutal honesty. No filters, no finesse, just truth grenades. And Sunny's perfectly curated image, it's cracking wide open.
I want to talk about Whoopi Goldberg because I got so many texts this week because she attacked me the week
Yeah,
before.
sure.
So everybody was like, "Oh, Bill, I get you're enjoying the karma." First of all, I'm going to talk about this at the end of my show next week, teaser. But there is no f***ing thing as karma, okay? Get over that. Whoopi attacks me on a regular basis. She says stupid on a regular basis. It just happened to coincide. But can I just say that?
Rogan goes for the jugular. He doesn't just mock Sunny's ideas, he mocks her entire vibe. You preach a lot for someone who rarely deals with the fallout, he sneers. No soft landings here. His style is like a car crash you can't look away from. Emotional appeals, Rogan torches them. Sound bites, obliterated. He turns her performative activism into a punchline, and the crowd eats it up.
In fairness, though, I mean, The View has to be, if you average out The View hosts, among the dumbest people on television. And so it's like they say the thing that people are thinking, but they say it very directly, so they expose whatever truth. But
I don't think some of them are dumb.
you don't think so?
No, I don't think Sunny Hostin's
You think it's
dumb.
deliberate?
I think she's ideologically driven, and they have blinders on, for sure.
By this point, Maher and Rogan have staked out their lanes. Maher is the strategist playing chess, while Sunny's fumbling with checkers. He weaves logic through satire, exposing the fantasy in her idealism. You top equality, he says, but you skip the hard part, making tough choices. Then Rogan pounces again, blunt as ever. Nice theories, Sunny, but they blow up the second you try to use them in real life.
Yeah, did you watch the episode where Tulsi Gabbard got on to defend herself and Joy Behar starts panicking and going over her notes while Tulsi is refuting everything that she said?
Yeah, I mean, Joy Behar, like, again, these people have dementia. These are people who, like, should not be allowed out of the house. They have a national platform. I mean, it is crazy. They have no idea. These people have never read, like, a book.
Sunny, once the fearless voice of progressivism, now looks like she's caught in a headlock. Her zingers are gone. Her armor is cracking. Maher leans back, smirking, savoring the chaos. Rogan leans in, finishing the job. Progress? He scoffs. You're just louder, not smarter. Take it out of your Twitter bio and actually do something. Boom, mic drop. The audience erupts. And Sunny? She's left blinking, speechless. This wasn't just a roast, it was a reckoning. The View's favorite pundit exposed in real time, not by trolls, but by two guys who've made careers out of shredding nonsense. Whether you agree with their politics or not, one thing's for sure, you were entertained. And now Sunny knows what it feels like to take a Maher Rogan uppercut, live and unfiltered.